It has been so long since since my last YouTube live stream. I feel like it's been 2 months at least. It feels a lot longer. Let me just step on everything. Hold on. It feels like it's been longer, but how is everyone doing? It's been a minute since I watched it on YouTube. Damn. It feels so weird. I feel weird. Hi everybody. Hi KD Bricks. Hi Joseph. Hi Venator Bricks. Nice to see everyone. It's been a while. I mean, I read a lot of comments, but it's different when it's like all in front of you. I already built the first bag because I got bored. You know how it goes. What's up, Jackson? What's up, Scott? Put Panic, ATT hype. Yes, so we have a lot more to talk about in this live stream than I was anticipating. Hold on, let me up this volume for me. Okay, there we go. A lot more to talk about than I was anticipating. We've got some pretty crazy news today of all the Lego Star Wars Summer 2022. I say all, more like I think it's less than half of the sets. I think 5 sets were rumored. We'll get to that. I think we're gonna have to talk about that first because I think everyone's gonna be asking about it anyway, and then we'll talk about Book of Boba Fett after. Thank you, Darth Goji, for Jesus Christ, 21 months. Hold on. Jesus, 21 months of membership. Star Wars hype real today. It really is. It is. I have been feeling so good lately, and then these last few days have also been great, and it's all like compounding. It feels really great. Just of like all the Star Wars stuff and all the Lego Star Wars stuff is actually finally not terrible. It's really nice, like for a change. Because it's been a while since it's been like that. I mean, the Star Wars TV shows have been good, but the Lego Star Wars stuff has been generally not. It's been more like here. Like there've been highlights like the UCS AT-AT, but it's been a lot of downers lately, and this is a real upper today. Okay, so let me see if I can stay on top of this somewhat. Jabba is a demigod. Is he? You're calling this a demigod? I don't know who said that. I am the danger taco emoji. Nice name. Yeah. Oh, pretty nice character. I really like the original one without the print too. It's kind of a classic look, if you will. We got a Gamorrean guard. Pog. Nice. That's my Twitch lingo. Kind of seeping in here. Probably shouldn't be talking like a Twitch streamer, should I? Did I buy the new helmet sets? No, I pre-ordered them, but I'm hoping to get them elsewhere even earlier, so we'll see. But I did pre-order the helmet sets. I think I pre-ordered them on Amazon. I don't know. Amazon, it doesn't really matter. I'll probably get them elsewhere before it even ships anyway. But yeah, I did pre-order them though, because like, why not? Just in case. You never know. But I'm also going to be at the Lego store March 1st in Orlando, so if you're there, come say hi. But yeah, I don't know. I guess given that, I really shouldn't have bothered pre-ordering them. But I kind of pre-order it in the hope that like Amazon will screw up and ship it early. So maybe like there's a chance. Why not? Give it a shot. Anyway, Malaki, thank you for the $3, sir. And Joseph Gilbert donated $5. Thank you, man. He says, Hi, is it kind of funny? The first time I started watching you and saw Corey, I thought he was your son. Yeah, I get that a surprising amount, and I don't see it because like I've known Corey for ever, right? So of course I don't see it, but I guess I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. But yes, I get that occasionally where they'll be like, "Is that your son?" I'm like, "No." Also, like, wouldn't it stand to reason he'd be in a lot more content if he actually lived with me and was my son? I don't know, but yeah, no, not the case. This is a reddish brown piece, and it's gonna snap. I may as well show this on camera as I put it together because this piece is all I can feel it not going together properly, and these reddish brown pieces like to snap. This piece is gonna snap. You ready? I'm gonna try to push it down lightly and carefully. Oh, it didn't snap. Oh, you heard that? I don't know if you heard that. It definitely has a hairline fracture somewhere now. I just heard it do a little snap. I think those pieces like kind of slightly shrink. I think that might be the problem. I don't know. Anyway, Jabba's palace needs a dome. It does. Actually, we'll talk about that in a second, because we'll go through all the summer sets and the Jabba's palace that just leaked. But I'll get back to you. I want to grab Keaton's donation. Keaton Terry, thank you for the $5. He says, "Did the Book of Boba Fett become the Mandalorian season 3? Even the finale felt more like Mando's show than Boba. Love the content. Keep up the good work." Thank you, Keaton. I don't think it became season 3, right? Like obviously there's going to be a season 3 that's called season 3 anyway. I always kind of like it was definitely like Mandalorian 2.5. Like it had a lot of Boba Fett, but it also, oh my god, these reddish brown pieces are going to be a nightmare. It had a lot of Boba Fett, but it obviously, you know, went and tied in a lot of the Mandalorian story aspects, which when you think about it, like the Mandalorian and then all of its offshoots like Ahsoka and I guess Rangers of the New Republic would have been one, but it's not. Obviously Boba Fett. If you think about these shows as like all kind of intertwined, then it's not as crazy as it seems to just have Mando show up, because, you know, in the same way that Mando showed up into Boba, Boba showed up into Mando. Now, I would agree that Boba doesn't quite take over Mandalorian like Mando and Grogu kind of have a little bit of extra into Boba, but on the whole, I liked it. I thought those are some of the best parts of the series anyway. The one downside that I've seen a lot of people bring up, and I wholeheartedly agree with this, is that at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian, you had Grogu be taken away by Luke Skywalker, and it was this big emotional moment, and it seemed like the Mandalorian wasn't going to be hanging out with Grogu for a while. He was going away for a little bit, and so I kind of thought, you know, season 3 of Mandalorian then therefore must have at least, you know, half the season, a few episodes where Mando is without Grogu, and then all of a sudden, having not even gotten to the true 3rd season of Mando yet, Grogu is back with Mando. I mean, I don't like that. That's the one thing I hate the most about all of it, if hate's the right word. But yeah, not a big fan of that. What's up, Joe? I can't pronounce your name. Swang? I don't know. I'm trying. Orange picture. Best episodes are Mando's. Yeah, I agree. Nice shirt. Thanks. I bought it at Disney Springs. I bought the shirt at Disney Springs. They had them there. So I want to say it was like $25. They weren't even like crazy Disney overpriced, like $50. Do all these episode 2 sets make the $350 Master Builder series set have a greater chance at being Geonosis Arena? Yes. Excuse me. I am going to make a speculation video because there's still, like I said, there's 5 sets that we've had, rumor leaked, whatever. And that's, there's still like 6 or 7 other sets, 5, 6, maybe at least 5. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's still at least 5 other sets, and, you know, there's some stuff they could definitely be. What's up, Mateo? Private Cheeseburgers here. Nick A, what's up? Will I be at Brickfest in Edison, New Jersey? No, the only LEGO conventions I will be at this year for the rest of the year are Brick World Chicago and Brick Fair Virginia. Everything else is a solid sound no. Not going to be there. What's our next piece here? Hello there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi poster just got posted. Oh, man, there's so much today. Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi, May 25th. I was hoping Kenobi would be, like, for the next 2 months. Like, it would happen now. Like, right after Boba Fett, it would just kind of happen. But, yeah, I guess we have to wait. What's up, BFAB? Why did that refresh? No, how can I can't keep up with... a couple of Brickheads donated $2. Thank you, Mr. Couple of Brickheads. Mr. Couple of Brickheads. Shoot. Did that just break? No. He says, are we getting Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary sets also come on our podcast? Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary sets, what year is that? 1983, so 2023, maybe. We're overdue for a B-Wing and TIE Interceptor pretty substantially. No, that's Death Star 2, and I think they're going to do Death Star 1. Because I'm going to rebuild this into the original Death Star 1. I'm going to take this and make it all gray. But that's a video that'll come out near the end of the month. I'm just getting to work on that, and I think I'm going to have a sponsor for it, which is pretty sick. So, yeah. We're just kind of holding off on this. Austin Blake, I might be there around that time. We'll see. I'm definitely going on March 1st for the LEGO store, though. To Disney Springs. Do you think LEGO will make another Jabba's Palace with Jabba in it after the Book of Boba Fett's palace? I mean, yeah, in like 10 years, sure. But not anytime soon. I wouldn't be waiting around for that. You'll be waiting for like a decade. So, you know, don't think that that's what's gonna happen. Why do these pieces have to be so difficult? There we go. Always so scary to put on some of these old color Lego pieces because they'll always, some of them will snap on you, and that's not particularly fun. Okay, there we go. Venator Bricks, thank you for the $5. Says, which fig from the Says Your Fave? Also, I've been a member for 21 months too. Geez, time flies. It really does. I think I'm going to do a member stream with the globe. I think I'll build that on a private stream, or like do the color swapping on there, because I'll have all the parts here soon. I think I'm going to get a lot from Blaine's store, because Blaine just has a lot of the parts I need, so I'll just go to his house and buy the parts from him. It'll be easy. Cash transaction. What do I think the summer 2022 wave will rank all time? If the other half of it is as good as the first half, it's definitely top 5. It's definitely top 5. It's hard to. Yeah, it's definitely top 5. If the other half, like if there's a gunship and a Jango Fett Slave 1, it's top 5. But it's got to have those things. If the other two sets are X-Wing, TIE Fighter, Luke's Landspeeder, or whatever, not so much. Obviously, they have run out of X-Wings, TIE Fighters, and Luke's Landspeeders to keep remaking. So I feel like their hand was kind of forced anyway. They had to do cool things. Should I get the Razor Crest with $70 worth of LEGO VIP points? Yes, the Razor Crest is awesome, Ryan Gamer. Definitely check that one out if you have the opportunity. Grab that. Maximus Genitalia. Thank you for the $2. Says, which Slave 1 fits perfectly for the Jabba's Palace? The one you have, I wouldn't go out if you already have one. I wouldn't go out and spend extra money on another Slave 1, for that Jabba, for the new Jabba's Palace. But the new Jabba's Palace, like, it's not like it has like a spot for the Slave 1 or anything. You just put it next to it. I mean, obviously, if you don't have one, the best one to buy right now is the cheap $50 one, which I think you can get for $40 on Amazon. Like, they're not expensive. Compared to like if you're going to go on eBay and buy one of the older ones, you're going to pay at least $200. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of financial sense. So yeah, I would just grab the Lego one at that point. But if you already have one, like, you're pretty set. All the other Slave ones except for the one from 2000 is pretty good. So unless that's the one you have, you're pretty well off. It's Solid X Astro. I work for the Lego store now. Oh jeez, you changed your name too? Oh man, that's crazy. You changed his name. What's up, Brent Spriggs? Hello, John Deere. Nice name. A lot of people getting messages deleted. Jeez. That's a completely fair nitpick. I don't remember what I was nitpicking, but I'm sure it was fair. I don't make unfair nitpicks. Never in the history of ever have I done that. That would never happen. How could that happen? The Power Rangers suck. Are we talking about the Power Rangers in Book of Boba Fett Power Rangers, or the real Power Rangers Power Rangers? Because the Power Rangers in Book of Boba Fett were mildly annoying. Also, okay, the worst part, I wanted to try and do, we're just going to have to jump topic to topic back and forth between the show and Lego sets, because that's just going to work best. I wanted to just do, like, flowing from one thing to the next, but it's just not going to work. Okay, so, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so the scene that I hated the most in the finale, okay, so first off, like, just quick thoughts on the finale. It was good, not great, and that's honestly, I think the best way most people would describe it is just good, not great. The Cad Bane stuff was great, but, you know, the rest of the episode was good, not great. And anyway, there was this scene, right, where they, like, defeat some group of enemies, and then there's just, like, this obviously fake cheering over the top, woo, we saved the day, and people clapping, but then on the camera, they're showing, like, the 3 characters, and they're all just standing there completely still. I hated that. It was so uncomfortable. Like, it's weird, but it was kind of uncomfortable to watch, where there's just this obviously fake cheering pumped in with the noise, and then, but on screen, it's just a complete, like, if everyone was celebrating and it was the real noise of them celebrating, yeah, it works, but when you pump in, like, this fake amusement park crowd noise from Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, it doesn't work for me. So that's the one part that I guess if you want to call it, you know, I lost my suspension of disbelief or whatever. It just, I didn't like that. Gunship. Yes, Luna. Gunship. I am going to do a speculation video this weekend. I need to get a couple other box arts done. Hopefully Exotic is able to do them. Otherwise, I'll just do it without them. It's fine. But there are a number of Lego Star Wars sets in the Summer Wave that are still not, like, you know, out or rumored. Like, we don't know what they are. And so I am pretty firmly in the camp that one of them will be the gunship. I'm also pretty firmly in a camp that one of them will be Jango Fett Slave 1. I think those make a lot of sense. And right now it looks like Lego has completely pivoted to be a sensible company. And so if that's the case, then I would bet a lot of money on Jango Fett Slave 1 and a Republic gunship. So we'll see. But I think there's a really good chance of there being a gunship. I still don't understand how they're going to make Cad Bane ship for $160. That to me does not translate at all. Like Timmy's custom one that I just made a video on was 200. I think it retails, he sells it for $200, right? Like usually the Lego retail price or whatever and a custom retail price don't. Is this piece that whoa. No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I was gonna say that there's no way that didn't fit right. Okay, that's better. I just don't like how Boba was overshadowed by like everyone in his own show. I mean, I get it based on the title of the show, but I don't think that makes it a bad show. I don't know. I know that they set the expectations by calling it the Book of Boba Fett, but if you put the like word The Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett, if you think about it that way, I think it makes a lot more sense. And if they had just called it that, it would have made a lot more sense. But they didn't. Boba Fett and Grogu tag along adventures. It was nice to see Boba Fett with Mando again, though, because I really want like a buddy cop Mando Boba show. I guess Boba's still going to be kicking around in season 3, though. So I guess he will be part of the story going forward, but he has to, like, at some point you gotta kill, like, I'm glad they killed Cad Bane, right? Like, I hate this concept of characters just living forever. So like Ahsoka's got to be someone that dies at some point, right? Like with all this, you know, in her own show, in the last season, last episode, whatever, you know, but at some point, right, you got to kick the can on some of these characters. Doesn't mean you can't do other stuff with them like before their death, you know, but I just feel like you should have a bookend to some of these guys. $140 set, Jackson. I completely agree. It's got to be a place called Gunship. CG Stop Motion says, "Can you rate my stop motions?" And thank you for the $2. I am not in the business of rating stop motions, and definitely not on this live stream. But post it on my subreddit, and if I ever get onto my subreddit and do another subreddit live stream, I'll probably see it on there, and I can rate them when I do that. But yeah, that's all I can do for you. Yeah, Brooklyn, Chicago is just going to be lit, PFAB. Let's see, I'm just trying to find a good chance. DMK Mock says, do I watch your stream or do I do my college homework? Shh. I mean, I know the answer I want to give you, but, you know, you come up with your own answer. Good luck. Don't fail school. It's not fun. Miles, thank you for the $5. Says, is going to the Mall of America Lego store on your bucket list? Hello from Minnesota. No, it's not. It's not. It's just not. I mean, I'll go eventually, I'm sure, but it's not something that, like, I care about. Which is weird to say, but yeah, right now I just don't care about that sort of thing. And it looks like a cool store. I know it's one of the bigger ones. It looks nice, whatever. Like, it checks all the boxes, but I don't find myself, like, drawn in by that to, like, make a special trip to Minnesota just for that Lego store. There's other things I'm sure I could go and do too, but as of now, not particularly high on the list of things to do for me. But it does look like a cool store. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize that gap was that big. I forgot. That probably helps. Do I like Apex Legends? No, I only play one game, and that's Call of Duty Warzone. That's my only game ever. I will not play any other games. My favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Actually, I don't know. Andrew, thank you for the 13 months of membership. He says, hey, what are you building? That's a great question. I've actually started doing this handy dandy little thing down here so that you can know. For the people that don't get it, he's joking with me and I'm joking with him. So I'm not being a meanie head. There's actually this very convenient little box down here that tells you what I'm building. I dropped my monk. Now I'm going to put him upside down. Oh, I found out something cool today. The Droideka things that we see at the end of, or in the Boba Fett episode, are like a canned Star Wars Episode 2 design. So I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know if they'll make it into a set or not, but it was pretty neat to see they were like a canned Star Wars Episode 2 design. RJ Collerin, with the $5 donation, says, "Hi, looks like fun to be building. What do you think of Cad Bane? He deserved more time and more respect and popularity, but that's just my opinion." Okay, so I feel like you're looking at this a little bit narrowly. Like his Book of Boba Fett appearance means he will never show up in any Star Wars media ever. Are we forgetting about the Bad Batch? Because he is still good. I know, like, it's not live action, not the same, right? But I mean, for me, whatever. Like, it's still Cad Bane. So yeah, I mean, he'll definitely be a part of the Bad Batch going forward, right? So I don't see it as a terrible thing that he died. I like that characters aren't invincible forever. Like, they just, and it was a point that was made throughout, a lot of YouTube, Twitter, whatever, over the past week or so, that Cad Bane is just old as hell. Like he's just old. He's like really old for his species. He was long overdue to be dead anyway, and I'm glad they actually had the guts to kill a character, because they usually don't. And then when they do, they just bring him back to life. So I don't know, man. But yeah, I get your point of view. I understand it, but I just disagree. I think that he'll be in the animated show, and we'll get more of him, and it'll be really cool. So I think we're set. And I also, part of me doesn't think Lego would make a $160 Cad Bane ship if Cad Bane wasn't going to have a bigger role in Bad Batch Season 2. Like, obviously he had a pretty big role in the last 2 episodes of Boba Fett, but that doesn't feel like enough for me, for the Lego company of all companies, to go out of their way and make a $160 ship of his. So we'll see, but that's just my 2 cents. How possible are these new Lego set rumors? Given the source, I would just call them legit. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it seems like they're pretty much a lock. So how does this guy's head go on? Oh my god, I can never remember. Oh, like this. Okay, perfect. Yeah, to me they're a lock. To me, these are just these are happening. These are like legit. I mean, they're still rumors in that sense that, they're not revealed. We haven't seen them. There's not like leaked pictures that make them leaks, not rumors. It's just text on a screen right now. But to me, these are pretty much a lock to be coming out in the summer. I can't imagine these not coming to fruition at this point. It seems to me like a lock. So that's what I think of that. When am I moving? When I can find a house to buy. I went to an open house last weekend. Open house started at 1:00. I walk in at 1:30, and there's already someone on the phone, like hanging up on the phone, like making an offer with their realtor. 30 minutes. It was a nice house. I mean, I don't blame them, but like, it's not that easy. So I'm trying. But it'll just happen when it happens. That's what I've kind of conceded to. Like, I don't. Yeah, it's just, there will be no like, updates until the update that I bought a house, and that'll be the update. You know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing else to say. 2022 Republic fighter tank. I'm assuming that is going to be a fake rumor, which is unfortunate, because that means the Mace Windu is still exclusive to the UCS. Oh my god, these brown legs are really tight. Jeez. That means the Mace Windu, though, is still going to be exclusive to the UCS gunship, which isn't fair. And the designer said that it's not fair to have exclusive minifigures and expensive sets. So it doesn't, Mace Windu's got to be in one of these cheaper sets. He could be in one of the other Episode 2 summer sets. Who knows? Like ATT, gunship, whatever. Although it would be a dang shame to just keep getting the same figure. I would just rather get something new. But, Anyway. Oh my god, it's Jim Blade. I haven't seen that name in a long time. The Jago kid. Get him out of here. Brent Spriggs, thank you for $2. Hoping to meet you at Brick for Genius here. I will be there. I'm very excited. I guess I haven't booked the hotel yet, but I should probably do that soon. But yeah, I'll be there. It'll be fun. It's still a ways away, so I find it hard to like talk about an event that's 8 months away. But yeah, I'm always a good time. So hopefully I'll be there, or I will be there. Hopefully I'll see you there. Did I see Lego's Twitter? I think they leaked the Naboo Starfighter as a real set. No, they didn't. They would never do that. That is a mock. I promise you that is a mock. I saw it. It's definitely a mock. It's also definitely mock because the top of it is all tiled off, and Lego would just never do that. Like they try to add studs where they don't really have to, but they just add studs on anyway to make it look like a Lego set, if that makes sense. So yeah, no, they didn't leak the Naboo Starfighter, and yeah, I don't know how to say it. That just didn't happen. I did get a lot of messages today asking me if that was like a real set, and that's why I posted on my Instagram story. I was just like, everyone should just know this isn't a real Lego set. It's just a mock. Someone just built it and then they reposted it. That's all it is. It's a good mock, but it's not a Lego set. The other thing that I actually surprisingly got a lot of messages and comments about was the Boba Fett's Palace, the new one. And the specific thing I say that about is that a lot of people, and I don't subscribe to this theory, but a lot of people do seem to think that the reason that the roof of Boba Fett's palace is flat is because Lego is going to release an add-on that adds on like a back to tank area, and then they include a black chrysanthemum figure and whatever. I don't see it. But I mean it's definitely a popular theory, so I give it that. It's worth talking about, I guess. Like I have reservations about them adding on to something like that. I typically like the roof doesn't look flat enough, if that makes sense. It's a flat roof, but it's not flat in the sense that, like, see how this is flat and then they just put it on top like that? See how it's just got a perfect flat surface? The roof of the palace is it's definitely like it's got some change in elevation, you know, within a few plates. I feel like if you're gonna have an attachment on it, much like the top of the Rancor pit too, when the Rancor pit came out and then the Jabba's palace went on top of it, it's completely flat, bar the things that connect it. I just don't see it. It's definitely a popular theory that I've seen a lot of people talk about, but for me, I don't expect them to do that. Now I could totally see them coming in and doing a separate $30, you know, Boba's back to tank type of set, kind of like they did the Hoth medical chamber in 2018. I feel like that's a set nobody ever talks about, but that set exists. Look it up. It's a real thing. And a very similar style type of, you know, back to tank with a few figures and a bit of a build, like a wall or whatever type of set. So that's what I see more so as a possibility. I honestly don't think either is going to happen anyway, but yeah, just an interesting theory I've seen crop up. Is this the wrong piece? I used the wrong piece on this side. I really did, didn't I? Wow. Wiley Todd, thank you for the $5. Says, oh shoot. Yo, bro, it's my 22nd birthday today. Hope you're doing well. Wow. 22. It's the Taylor Swift number. And you can drink alcohol for the second time now. Congratulations. Woo. Go get wildly drunk and build some Lego sets. Well, happy birthday, man. I'm glad you made it. Only 80 more years to 100, or 78. What's up, Wumbo Watson? I went to Mall of America Lego store over Christmas time, and they had the Queer Eye set and video, and I was hyped. I feel like you aren't being serious. Today I finished building the 2020 shuttle. Is it any good? 2020 shuttle? Oh, the Imperial shuttle? Compared to the other ones, no, but for the price and like being the only one on the market, sure. It's like a finely built model. I really don't like the chin part of the Imperial shuttle from that year, but otherwise it's fine. Like, fine is the best word I would use to describe it. Cad Bane is dead. His story arc is over. I feel like I'm way behind on the chat because okay, let me make sure I didn't miss any donations. What's up, Jurassic Studs? What's up, Liam the Lego guy? Orange Popsicle. Will I be at Brick Fair, Portland, Maine? No. You Americans are so adorable drinking at 21. I've never drank. I don't partake. Okay, yeah, I did miss a couple donations. Good. This is a good tool that exists. Joseph Gilbert donated $2. Thank you, Joseph. Says, just picked up the 2009 Tantive 4 sealed for $260. That is a steal, bro. Congratulations. That is a great set. Beautiful build. It's got it does have two of the rebel troopers in it, doesn't it? I think so. I'm trying to think what other figures, because I know the newer one had Bail Organa, and that was definitely like superior to like anything in the other one. But yeah, overall still a really nice set. I really like the build on that one. I like that it had the printed what do you call it? Printed Printed windscreen pieces. Do I have it behind me? I do. Yeah, they're printed. Maybe it's not the best thing because they're kind of off color when they get printed like that. But yeah, very nice. Ender Fox with the £5 donations says, "Hey Manar, do you think they'll release separate sets that make up a battle scene like Geonosis Arena sets, similar to Hogwarts sets?" Also, before I'm gonna answer his more long-windedly, but Keaton Terry, thank you for the $5, says, "Like a Bantha, Disney Channel laugh track." Yeah, the laugh track thing threw me off a lot in that episode. Nick on Planet Ripple, what's up, dude? Just saw the finale, bro. Pretty good stuff. New Destroyer Droids. OP, please nerf. You say new Destroyer Droids. I saw on Twitter, Nick, that those were actually that's a scrapped episode 2 design too, which is really cool about them. So yeah, I like those. They are OP though. Kind of ridiculous. Shoot. Back to the other donation from Ender Fox. Do I think they'll make separated sets to create a Geonosis Arena? No. Not an arena. If they're gonna do a Geonosis Arena, it's gonna be all in one set. Take it or leave it. Like that's the way I see it. And the $530 set that's supposed to come out later in this year is the set that it could maybe be. This is the year it's gonna happen if it's gonna happen. That's the set it's gonna be if it's gonna be. Like it's do or die here. If it's either this or it's not happening. So yeah, because you have your ATTE, you have your Republic Gunship, you have your you have these sets. These are all separate. They're not part of a Geonosis Arena. And they're not releasing sets that are going to make up a Geonosis Arena like that. And Geonosis Arena doesn't lend itself to that like Hogwarts does. Hogwarts is very unique in that way, where I feel like you can go and release 8 add-on sets to that, and it works. Geonosis Arena, you run out of iconic areas after like 2. So, yeah, not what I see happening. I think the $530 set has a decent chance to be Geonosis or a Geonosis Arena or a combination of like the Battle of Geonosis and the arena. You probably catch my drift there, where they kind of combine the two parts of the battle or the scene and kind of all in one there. So like yeah, like if I was Las Vegas and I'm making betting odds on what this $530 set is, I'd give you like I find your 5-1 odds disturbing. On Geonosis Arena. I'd also give you 5-1 odds on an Endor set of any kind, whether that be I think if it's an Endor set, especially at that price, it comes with the bunker and the Ewok village, and it's this all-in-one great encapsulated thing. And then the other end of the spectrum, right? So you have 1 in 5 chance of I guess the odds are different than chance, but yeah, 5-1 for a Endor, 5-1 for a Geonosis, and then what would that be? 3-1 for the field or whatever. I don't know. The rest would be the field, and that would be anything else but those 2 sets. And yeah, I just think there's a really good chance it's Endor or Geonosis, and that's what I've been stuck on the whole time. It's a Master Builder Series year anyway, and yeah, I just feel like that's what's due and what might happen. Maddie's minifigures with the $10. Ooh. Says, keep up the great work. Crazy, you're well over... It is crazy. You're well over 400,000 subs now. I'm thinking Cad Bane's ship will be an 18+ set similar to the Guardian. Why did I not think of that? Oh, that changes everything. Thank you so much for that comment. That, like... Now, conceptually, it makes a lot more sense. However, the piece count is the holdup, because if it's only 1,000 pieces and the Guardian's ship was, like, 1,600, right? What was the piece count? I don't remember. But that still mentally, like, with that in my mind, makes a lot more sense than... That works. They are very similar, I guess, in that way. I like that a lot. Holy crap. That actually works. Did you sell all your Cad Banes yet? If you guys don't know, Maddie runs a Instagram auction page, and he bought a bunch of Cad Banes recently. And did you sell them all, or are they now devaluing by the minute? That's hilarious. It isn't 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Isn't it 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones? It is. It is. And I'm surprised, to say the least, that LEGO actually seems like they're going to make sets in conjunction with what year it is. I'm shocked. But you know what this means? You know what this means? In 2025, you can almost book it. We're getting episode 3 20th anniversary sets. That's what it also means, which is exciting. Like, it has implications further than, like, just right here and now, which is exciting. A real turning point for LEGO, to be honest. Like, this is genuinely a great thing to see. It's been a while. A Ninjago guy. Yeah, boo the Ninjago guy. Boo. Get him out. make fun of Ninjago while he's here. J Bob the Builder, thank you for the membership. And Brick Snaps Martin, thank you for the $5. Says this may get you a used Rancor finger. Has that that has gone up in value, hasn't it? The Rancors, because I thought about it. I follow the Star Wars Leaks Reddit, not because I want to spoil the show for myself. I still really enjoy the show. Okay, also to the concept of like spoiling the show. If you get it spoiled for you, isn't it still your first time finding out about it? So shouldn't it therefore still be just as exciting? I don't know. Give it just a concept there. Anyway, the Rancors, I remember because there was a leak. It had to be 2 or 3 months ago at the very least, because it was before the show even came out, and there was a leak that the Rancor would have a scene in the first episode. The leak was that it would happen in the first episode. Guardianship was 1,900 pieces. Thank you. Yes. So that's, but I'll remember that, Maddie. Thank you. I will, because I'm gonna do a speculation video in a couple days, and I'll Ninjago's booty cheeks. Approve that message. Show that. Yes. See Spencer. Nice. Anyway, 20,000 piece Hannah Montana. What? That actually, I would buy that. I'm not kidding. I used to love watching Hannah Montana. It's my secret celebrity crush, I guess. Anyway, there was a leak that the Rancor would have this scene in the very first episode where it, like, rampaged through Tatooine. Oh, what's up, Ty? Rampaged through Tatooine and just, like, broke a bunch of buildings, and Boba was riding the Rancor. And then that didn't happen in the first episode, and it was really interesting because, like, you know, that was the big leak that everyone was kind of hinging on. But then the Rancor showed up in the third episode or second episode, whatever, and it was like, oh, maybe there's, like, some legitimacy to this, but obviously, it, like, for whatever reason, whoever leaked it thought it was the first episode, but clearly it wasn't, and then there it is in the very last episode, it happens. So clearly, wherever it came from was legitimate. They just had a little bit of mixed information. In your opinion, what's the best Slave 1 set? You can barely see it, but it's the UCS Slave 1, and anyone that tries to tell you any different is wrong. Really, Hannah Montana? Yes, Mateo. Hannah Montana. The best of both worlds. What's wrong with Hannah Montana? Are we not Hannah Montana fans? Like, what's going on? I thought that was kind of like a universal thing. I thought everyone, like, secretly liked Hannah Montana. Is that... Anyway. But yeah, those Rancors, I think, shot up in value after it showed up in the episode, which, I mean, it's interesting, too, to me sometimes, like, how the value of things, like, buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what it is. I mean, like, it's just like in stocks. Like, if I had bought Rancors on the rumor that there was going to be a Rancor, I would have, I don't know how much they went up in value, but let's say $50 each profit. You know, I would have made $50 each. And then if I sold on the news or the appearance of the Rancor on the show, and same with Cad Bane. Like, Cad Bane's going to show up. Cad Bane's going to show up. No one cares then. But then when he shows up, everyone's like, oh, I got to buy it now. It's like, dude, oh, that looks terrible. Look at the discoloration on these. I'll show you guys. But, like, that's weird. These are really discolored. Look at the tiles on the top and the bottom. That looks really bad. I think this will be underneath Jabba's fat stomach anyway, so it should be covered. Martin, what events, if I catch you in the chat, hopefully, what events are you going to this year? I assume Virginia and Chicago as well. Or I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago. I don't know if I've seen you there. I know Virginia for sure, though. Anyway, appreciate it, dude. Captain Orlov. Corporal Orlov. Got it. Thank you for the $5. Says, found a display at Target from the Episode 3 era with the Droid Starfighter and Arc Republic Starfighter in a mock battle for $90. Should I get it? You found a Target display from... Oh, you're talking about the 2005 one? I think I know which one you're talking about. Yes, but for $90, yes. I'm not the biggest fan of store displays, though. Keep this in mind when you buy it. I once bought a store display for $75. I was super. It was the Pose X-Wing from 2015. I was super excited. I was like, oh my god, this is a store display. Turns out they are a little bit bigger than you would want for your display for the most part, and they tend to somewhat. It depends on the one, but they can be ugly and off-putting, and not really fit in with the rest of what you have. So keep that in mind. Don't just buy a store display because it's cheap. But if that's like a 2005 store display that has like the nostalgia vibes to it, yes, I would buy that one. Like, there's only a few store displays I would personally buy at this point because it's just too much to try and keep up with collecting anyway. But yeah, give it a shot if you have the opportunity. Worst case, you can probably sell it for what you paid for it anyway. That's what I did. So take the opportunity. Jabba, thank you for the 9 months of membership. And he says, just watch Book of Boba Fett early instead of with my family. Ooh, so I could see some of the stream. Very excited for the ATT. Just wanted the 2013 one when I was 5. Oh man, the ATT has some real potential figure wise, and I'm hoping that's not the real Brixie. Let me double check. I probably would have him modded on my channel anyway, but yeah, okay, it's a fake Brixie. If you guys can go ahead and ban him, he would have a check mark. Don't want impersonators on the chat. Anyway, the 2013 ATT, or the problem with like these big Republic ships in general, it's a big criticism I've been putting out there for the last couple of years now. I feel like they don't include enough troopers. Like, it's like, here's this big Republic gunship that can carry, 25 clone troopers. Here's one. What? Like, and then you go to like a Harry Potter set, and it's like, here's a $100 Hogwarts set. Here's 12 minifigures, and it's like, come on, man! Like, throw us a bone. And I think the new Jabba's Palace might be a step in the right direction with 7 figures at $100. If we can get 7 figures in a $140 gunship and have 5 of those be clone troopers, you get a pilot, because you got to have a pilot in the pilot seat. And then you need like a gunner and then a few clone troopers to put in the bay. That's great. That's how it should be. And then if you want, you can go out and buy the clone pack and then continue to add to that. But I don't think you should only be getting 1 clone trooper in a set that's like the marquee clone trooper set. That's kind of ridiculous. So it certainly stands for the ATTE, and I would imagine a gunship happening. It would same concept there. Cad Bane is definitely dead. If Cad Bane's not dead, I'm gonna quit watching Star Wars. We got to be killing characters. If they're dead, they're dead. We got to quit playing the game. Do I think I'll ever get into 3D printing? Probably not. Probably not. So I made a Mandalorian helmet and armor. That's really cool. No, there's definitely some really neat stuff you can do with 3D printing, dude. But I just don't have the time and the money for it. It's probably relatively cheap now, I guess. I think about 3D printing. Like, the first time I ever saw a 3D printer, I think was at like Brick Fair in 2013 or 2014. And some guy had one. He brought it there to like make like big 3D printed Lego characters. And yeah, I just remember feeling prohibitively expensive at the time, and I'm sure that's changed, but it's still not something I find myself like super interested in anyway. But yeah, that's really cool though. Keep making cool stuff with it. ATT will undoubtedly have the reused clone pilot. Well, the irony of Lego designers saying that the yellow clone in the gunship is a clone pilot is that the last time that yellow clone was included in the set, he was the only clone in the set. That was the 2013 ATT. He was the only clone in that set, and therefore he was the pilot of that set. So we need more clone troopers is my point. UCS gunship or Master Builder Series Cantina. Buy the Cantina. It's way cooler. It has way cooler minifigures. It's just a better set. It just is. I love the Cantina. Lego could delay the Dark Trooper attack set. No. I don't know why you said that. Rest in peace, Max Rebo. Is he dead? Is that like a confirmed thing? Maddie with another $5. Thanks, Maddie. So selling the Cad Banes tomorrow night for $40 each. Bought them for $25, so not too worried. Okay. I guess that's not terrible, but yeah. I found it really interesting. So the Dark Trooper attack set from like a Lego investing, people who buy things perspective, and me just watching the market from above, like, it was really interesting as the Dark Trooper set got rumored and leaked and everything. And, I feel like I've been talking about that set for 3 or 4 months at least. And the price of Dark Troopers just never went down. And it doesn't make any sense to me, because why is anyone still buying a Dark Trooper for $50 a piece when it's pretty common knowledge that they're going to be 3 in a set for $30 in March? And it just baffled me why the price of them didn't drop like a rock as soon as that set got rumored. But I think it just is weird how the Lego market doesn't quite react to rumors necessarily. It's more it's very much on the news and not on the rumor. Even though the rumors are pretty I mean, there's definitely some rumors out there that aren't, or don't pan out, but for the most part consistently accurate. No. Just a thought. See what everyone else has to say about that. Pinky243 says, "Hey Ryan, really like your channel. Just wondering what your opinion on 1989 Batmobile set. I got one recently. I'm really enjoying it. I love that thing. It's for me, it's sitting in a little plastic bin so it doesn't get dusty. But that one's amazing. The tumbler, the UCS tumbler and the like $40 tumbler is amazing. So yeah, those are all some really really good sets. The Batman stuff, and hopefully there's some good stuff this year. I'm curious what'll come out later in the year, because they usually release this stuff late in the year. I wonder if they'll do another big build. I wonder if they're out of big Batman builds or not. Hopefully not, but it feels like they got to be running out. What happened to the Republic fighter tank rumor? Yeah, that one to me is trending like it's going to be not true, but we'll see. What's up, Scooby-Doo? Should I sell my Rancor and Django 2017 figures for $200? If you don't want them, I don't see the Rancor coming in anything particularly soon, but the Django Fett, like they're going to make a new Django Fett this summer. I'm almost positive. I would put a lot of money on it. So sell your Django Fett now, because the price is not going to keep going up if they release a new one. Ender Fox with another €15. Thank you, Ender Fox. It says, I got the new Micro Razor Crest and decided to try and build the Naboo Starfighter out of it instead. I used the extra pieces, but it was a good Micro N1. What's your opinion on Grogu returning? That's really cool. Turn that into a Micro Naboo Starfighter. I part of me wonders if Lego is retiring, because it made the retiring list, and it's very odd for a set like that to retire so soon. But if the Micro Razor Crest is going to retire at the end of the year, if that's because they're going to make a Micro Naboo Starfighter for Mando instead, maybe. Just a thought. If they aren't completely getting rid of micro fighters anyway, which is my other theory. But opinion on Grogu returning. So I think it's kind of dumb that Grogu is already back with Mando, because it was this whole big thing at the end of the last season of Mandalorian where Grogu and Mando were separated. And it felt to me like, the next season of Mandalorian would be some personal reflection time for Mando. He'd be on his own. Maybe you'd peer in every once in a while with Luke and Grogu or whatever, but they would, for the most part, be separated for a part of the season. And then they would get back together. But crazily enough, within, 10... I don't know, call it 50 minutes of screen time, they're back together. Just like that. And I don't know, I feel like that takes away from the ending of the Mandalorian Season 2. Kind of in the same way that if you, bring Mace Windu back, it takes away from... I feel like they do things like that commonly in Star Wars, where they just devalue certain moments in the franchise, and it kind of sucks. So that's one of my least favorite things about Star Wars, bringing characters back. Although some of the characters they brought back, I love and adore, like Darth Maul. I'm so glad they brought Darth Maul back, but I feel like there's a lot of times they'll do stuff like that and it doesn't quite work great. Where are we at here? I want to make sure I get this piece in the right spot. I just don't see where it goes. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Keaton Terry, thank you for another $5. This petition for a Lego Kardashian set. It would be super realistic since they are already made of plastic. You should make that a tweet. You should put that on Twitter, or the jokes subreddit or something, or the Lego. I feel like you could get a lot of upvotes and likes somewhere if you didn't steal that joke. That's a good one. You should put that somewhere. I feel like that would just that could blow up. That could be a good TikTok too. Actually, that'd be a great TikTok. Yeah, make a TikTok out of that. There you go. Why haven't I reviewed the 2006 Jabba sail barge yet? I just haven't. I'll get to it. I have it sealed. There's a lot of sets I haven't reviewed yet that I'll get to. There's not a particular reason I haven't done them yet. It's just I can't do everything instantly, so it takes time. And I also look at it on my channel at a scale of time, probably a little bit longer than some people do. I look at it oh hey, I just bought this set. I might not review it for 5 years. I might not open it and build it for 5 years, and that, you know what I mean. So not everything I buy is for like immediate, build and review, because I just can't do that anyway. What's up, Stud? Palpatine's arrest rumor, is it real? Probably not. I kind of covered that in the video anyway when I talked about it, but yeah, I don't think it is. Probably not. I'm on eBay right now. What are your suggestions? You bring that up. I've been meaning to do a video of like 10 Lego Star Wars sets, like retired Lego Star Wars sets. The best ones you can buy that are still... Maybe I should do best retired Lego sets still under $100. Because I was going to do like best retired Lego sets that are still reasonably priced or still close to retail. Something like that people can go out and buy right now and enjoy without having to, pay $1,500 for a public dropship at the AT&T. Mr. Brick saying with the $5 says, "Don't worry, I got you. I love Hannah Montana." See, we have a fellow simp in the chat. That's what I like to see. Osprey review? Never. It's a running joke at this point. I just can't review it. I'll get to it eventually. It's not one of those things. I also want to do something more with that Osprey review than just a normal review. So I'm kind of putting it off just because it's extra work that I want to put into it. And so when I eventually make the video, I hope it'll be a good one. Maybe I'll review it on a real Osprey. Probably not. I would be way too scared to get on board one of those things. Those things are scary, man. Have I seen the new Slave One box that's going to be on the Brick Vault store? I think I did. It looked really good. Really, really, really smooth. Frisbee, thank you for the $5. Says, do you expect the ATT this summer to be better than the 2013 one? In the sense that it's been 9 years and building techniques are better. We have better parts. I absolutely do expect it to be better. Yeah, there's no reason it shouldn't be. It's been 9 years, it's been 9 years. Holy crap. But yeah, like when it's been that long, you as a company, and it's pretty obvious Lego's made a lot of improvements in some areas over the past decade, basically. Like, I would be very surprised if they somehow, especially when you're working in the same scale and price range, like the set just has to be better. You can't be going backwards. Like Jabba's Palace isn't as good as this one, but the new Jabba's Palace is also cheaper, less inflation too. The inflation also expands the price difference, and it's fine that it's not as good because it's a different scale, different price range, whatever. But the ATT seems like it's up $10, so it's in line with inflation, and it's up in some pieces. So like it should, by all means, it should be better. There's no reason it shouldn't be better. It should be trending up. We're supposed to be going up, not down.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Brown or Braun Vlogs, thank you for the $2. I actually love the Book of Boba Fett, but I wish Omega appeared. I love the show too. The last episode was lukewarm for me, but on the whole, I love the show. And yeah, Omega would have been a very interesting appearance for sure. Although, like, part of me is a little bit reserved about having a character like that show up. Like, I do like the idea that we know, therefore, that Omega could die at any point in Bad Batch. Like, I like having that possibility at the very least. So there's the pro side to it, I suppose, for you, if that helps you. Well, what's up, Pat? Nice to see you. Oh, Pat, I gotta send you a video I made, private video. I'll send it to you later. It's a good one. You might like it. Okay, we'll get rid of this poll. We'll do a different poll. It says which Jabba's Palace is the best. And we got 2,600 votes. 69% voted for the 2012 Jabba's Palace. So 69% of 2,600 people. Not bad. All right. Let's do which Lego Star Wars summer set is most exciting. Alright, hold on, let me add some Cad Bane ship. What else was there? Obi-Wan Starfighter. Don't forget, Obi-Wan Starfighter has a Kiminoan for the first dang time. What's the other set? BD1. I guess those are the only options. I can only add up to 4 options anyway. Do a poll on the $530 set. All right, Tommy, I'll do that next. It's a good idea. Just remind me when I end this next one. Anyway, let me see where I'm at here. Get back in my groove. Great. Okay, perfect. But yeah, Frisbee, that's what I expect. Thanks again. Forever, thank you for the $10. Says, hello, I was wondering, ... what 3 Lego Star Wars sets have disappointed the most? What 3 Lego Star Wars sets have surpassed your expectations? Disappointed the most, definitely the UCS. This is my personal list, so disagree if you want. UCS gunship, definitely. Disappointed the most. This is also from a frame of reference of like, when a rumor props up and what I think of personally, what I expect. So keep that in mind too. Disappointed the most. What else is disappointed? I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a bad set, but the fact that they're releasing a UCS Luke's Landspeeder this year, just it doesn't feel like the right year for it. So I would say that as well.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
What else is it? Oh, the Mandalorian helmet. A lot of recency bias here, and future bias even. But the new Mandalorian helmet's just not it. It's just not it. I don't know. Just not feeling it. So yeah, those I would say are pretty on there for disappointments of this year, or of the recent years. And then exceeding expectations. It's hard to do around these parts. Right now, the summer wave is exceeding expectations, if that counts, just like as a general thing. And it's a little harder for me to like pick specific sets that have exceeded expectations recently. The Gar Saxon minifigure, I'll give you that one. The Gar Saxon minifigure is the hottest. He's the hottest guy in town. Gar Saxon minifigure. What else? Exceeded expectations. That's tough. I'm gonna go with the Gar Saxon minifigure and leave it there. I can't. The Snowtrooper Battle Pack. Oh, the UCS AT-AT. Duh, it's right there. Yeah, that one. That one's pretty good. I mean, I expected it to be really good, I suppose, but it was just, it's just too dang good. It's fantastic. And then what else do we have? Exceeding expectations. There's so many sets. I think Moff Gideon's Imperial Cruiser was better than I would have expected too. Those types of play sets can be hit or miss, and I really liked that one. So I think that's 3. I think I've kind of covered it. I think that's most of them. Oh, Doc Samson's in chat. Uh-oh. But hey, thanks again, Mr. Forever. Is there any say on the $140 being a gunship, or is it just speculations? Apparently every other YouTuber decided the gunship was a rumor and put it in their thumbnails. I saw that, but no, it's all speculation. I'm gonna do I shied away from putting it in today's video because I'm gonna do a separate video just speculating on what the other sets are based on what these sets are. Like, I have pretty good indication on what some other stuff's gonna be, so I'm gonna make a video specifically about that. I didn't want to like muddy the water of what is concrete and what's not quite concrete yet, so I just wanted to keep them completely separate. I could have done it all in one video today. It's like, no, let's not make the waters muddy, because then people will just I'm sure I would do a bad job explaining it anyway, and then it would just get a lot worse. Anyway, Boomer Bricks, singer of the 5 Canadians, is currently making a Bane versus Boba stop motion. Please wish me luck. +1 luck. Also got here late. I must ask overall thoughts on Book of Boba Fett plus finale. Overall thoughts on Book of Boba Fett show as a whole. I loved it. Spectacular. Like, most of the episodes were very good, except for that one dumb speeder chase with the Robo people and the consulate guy, whatever his name is, the pigtails. I can't remember. Yeah, that speeder chase was the worst. And then there was like a weird scene in the finale that I didn't like. And the finale was like good, not great. That's like my finale take, is good, not great. Like, it was enjoyable. It was good Star Wars. Cad Bane was there. He was pretty sick. Like, good stuff. But yeah, just didn't, like, I don't know. It just wasn't the peak of the show, I guess. And I guess that's it's hard to not be the peak if you're the finale and be the best and like have someone come away from it and be like, oh my god, that was, it just never gets better, because it just was better. Because episode 6 was just too dang good. It's hard to compete, It's like watching the Patriots Super Bowl in 2019 after watching the 2017 Super Bowl. It's like, yeah, it was nice to beat the Rams, but like, I don't know, it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. It's like, yeah, this is fun, but I mean, it's kind of boring. I enjoyed that Super Bowl. But yeah, it's good. Good luck with your stop motion though. I hope it comes out well. It should be a pretty easy one. You just make it Western style with some long shots and some quick draws. It'll be good for you. Zabuka HD. I like that name. Thank you for the $5. Says today I witnessed an insane person sort their Lego bricks as they were building a set. Just why? Also love your channel. Keep up the amazing work. So, unfortunately, some people do build Lego sets differently than you and I know it sucks, but that's just the way it's done. Some people, I don't know if you mean like literally if I'm just sorting right now while I'm building and like finding, like, but I imagine you're talking about like they sorted, like they get the numbered bag out and then they sort it even further down, which some people do it like by color and stuff, or they will sort it all the way down to like by pieces and try to separate them as much as possible. It does make building even easier than it already is, but I find it to be that like really, really unnecessary to do that. But yeah, some people just really like to dumb it down as much as possible or make it as easy as possible for them to find the parts, and I get that. It's just easier to do it that way. It just takes more time to sort stuff anyway, but yeah. Some people do be weird like that. I don't know. Just keep an eye on them. Make sure they're not going off the walls. Champrex saying the $2 says huge fan. What software do I use to edit my videos? I use iMovie. I should be using something a little bit better, but that's what I use. Willie Fresh 92 thanks for the $2 says I think an Attack of the Clones Slave 1 would be the same scale as the last one, or he's asking me if I think it would be. Absolutely. There's a very conveniently an empty $50 slot in the Summer Wave still, and look at it this way: the last time they released a Obi-Wan's Starfighter, it came with the hyperdrive ring, and Jango Fett was included in the set. Jango Fett, in all likelihood, I suppose we don't know this, but if the Kaminoan is in the Obi-Wan Starfighter, and it's going to be Obi-Wan, R4, and a Kaminoan, that's 3 figures in your $30 set. You're not getting any more figures in that set. That's your Obi-Wan Starfighter, and you're done. And so, well, you need Jango Fett to go against him. You have this $50 slot. The $50 set, to me, is so obviously going to be Jango Fett Slave 1. Short of, like, a rumor coming out, you may as well just put some, like, I wish I could bet on what they do. Like, I'd just be betting money on Jango Fett Slave 1 all day and making millions. Like, it's definitely going to be Jango Fett Slave 1. I'm so, like, it has to be. There's nothing else it could be. They just did this whole little pilot program a while back. You might have seen my video a couple weeks ago called Lego in Colors or something like that. And they basically took the Lego Fiat. Apparently I say that wrong. I got a lot of comments about how I say that wrong. Fiat. But they took the Lego Fiat and they changed it from yellow to blue, and that's all they did. They didn't change anything else about the set, really. And so there's absolutely no reason why they wouldn't be transitioning this into something like Star Wars, where they go and they take the Jango Fett Slave 1, or Boba Fett Slave 1, and they just change out colors, because it's the same exact ship, same exact design. That's all you need. You change out your 2 minifigs from Mando and Boba to Jango and Boba, and you're like good to go. Although I would hope they would include like a 3rd figure. I don't know what figure, but you know, a little bit more. Anyway, that's my long-winded like theory on it. Like, it's almost certainly a Jango Fett Slave 1, and it's going to be that $50 set. It'll be the exact same build, just different colors, which is what it should be. It doesn't need to be a different design. People just want a Jango Fett Slave 1. You know, I'm good with that. I'm game. Keaton Terry, thank you for the $5 again. He says, will you ever collect architecture sets? It's a good investment. I got a story for you. And do you think Lego would ever make a World Trade Center set? No to World Trade Center. Never, ever, ever. It's very unfortunate, obviously very tragic event, but yeah, for that reason, they just won't happen. But you speak of architecture sets being a good investment. One of my biggest, I guess, like Lego, like disappointments is one year at Target when the Lego Chicago architecture set was retiring. I did buy some of them as an investment, but they must have had 100 Lego Chicago sets at my Target on clearance for like $15 each, and those sets are like worth $150 now or something like that. I haven't looked at it in a while, I guess, but I'm pretty sure the last time I looked it was trending towards $150. Oh man, yeah, they are definitely a good investment. But yeah, I have a copy of, I probably have like 10 different architecture sets. So yeah, I kind of collect them. I just don't display them or talk about them. So yeah, they're mostly in the storage unit, sealed in boxes that I'll get a house, have a display for, type of thing. But yeah, I used to have the Statue of Liberty over there, but I put that in the garage because I salvaged some pieces for it, and she kind of ugly now. So, or I salvaged some pieces from it, I should say. Yeah. What do you guys think? I definitely missed the regular chats because I was on the other screen looking at the donation chats. But what do you guys think about Jango Fett Slave 1 being a color swap with Boba Fett Slave 1? Like, that's a good thing, right? Like, we're all on the same page. That's what should be happening. That's what we think's gonna happen. Like, does anyone have any objections to that theory? All in favor, say aye. Could the old Rancor pit be compatible with the new Boba's Palace? No. I mean, could you take the new Jabba's Palace and in the most literal sense just put it on top of the Rancor pit? Yes, because the base will, like, it'll just be big enough to, like, I could, how in the same concept where I can put my phone across the top of this Jabba's Palace, right? You could do that with the Rancor pit and the new Jabba's Palace. But it is not made with the holes in the bottom with the palace in mind to do that. So in that sense, no. Everyone's saying aye. Okay, that's what I like to see. Okay, thank you guys. I'm glad we're all on the same page. The BD1 is the Book of Boba Fett BD1. Wouldn't be so sure, but we'll see. Anyway, do I think it would include the maintenance cart? I would hope they wouldn't trim out part of the set from a year ago and then still charge the same price. So yes, I would assume it would include the maintenance cart. And if it doesn't include, but it's got to include the maintenance cart because it's a really cool stand. Like, too, I really like that it's a stand. But if it doesn't include the maintenance cart, I would expect something Camino style build added on instead. I would just be surprised if they took away something and didn't add something else of value there. But I would just expect the maintenance cart anyway. Good theory. Would rather they do a recolor 2019 Slave 1. No, I agree, but it's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be $50 set. Why don't I like the May 4th display sets? I don't dislike them necessarily. Like, they're not terrible, but I also don't think they're great for May 4th. Make May 4th great again, which this year it might be. Might be. Maybe. Who's to say? There we go. Unknown Taco 820. Think with $5 as well. Says, hey Ryan, you inspired me to start my own collection, but man, my wallet hurts. Now I really want the UCS Star Destroyer before it's gone. Yes, but it's very easy to spend other people's money, but yes, buy the UCS Star Destroyer. It is one of the best sets they've ever put out. I am a big supporter of it. I love it. I know a lot of people with big gray triangle. No, it is so freaking cool. I am a big Star Destroyer guy. Must own for any Imperial display. Like, especially if you're gonna get the UCS AT-AT too. Like, imagine those two next to each other. It's a pretty good display. Or like the Star Destroyer, and then if you have like TIE Fighters already, or what other Imperial sets you have, but it all kind of can mix in together and work out really well for a display. So yeah, grab that Star Destroyer. I would I don't know if it's on Zavvi or not, but sometimes Zavvi will have good sales on stuff like that, or if you can get double VIP Lego points and a Lego promo at the same time, and then you can sell the Lego promo to get some money back type of thing. Like, there's some potential to save a little bit of money in some places. It's not huge, but yeah, there's definitely some areas where you could maybe save a little money on that. Nicholas Miller, thank you for the $5, and he says, hey Ryan, got a problem. Do I buy we got another UCS Star Destroyer fella. Do I buy the UCS Star Destroyer AT-AT with 13 battle packs, or wait for this year's $530 set? I do have the Falcon already. Sweet. I think the obvious answer is wait for the $530 set, but not because you're definitely going to buy the $530 set. But like, wait until you at least wait until like there's a rumor of what it might be. I think I might have messed this up. Yeah, wait until there's at least a rumor of what it might be, and then you can at least have a reasonably educated decision as to whether or not it'll be something that you want. Like if it comes out and it's rumored like that it's Endor, and it's a pretty strong rumor and everyone's reporting on it, and you're like, okay, yeah, I don't really want an Endor set. It's just not my cup of tea. Whatever. Then go out and pick your Star Destroyer or AT-AT. But like, and if I was gonna pick between those two, I would pick the AT-AT. Like low key, like it's just Picasso of Lego sets. But or the Mona Lisa of Lego sets. I guess the Picasso of Lego sets would be one of the designers. It would be the designer who made the Butthole Tiger. Why can't I remember his name? He knows who he is. Anyway, that guy. But I would recommend, wait until there's a rumor for that set and then make the decision. But yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for, because if it's Endor and you hate Endor for whatever reason, then yeah, you're not gonna want that. But yeah, I would just wait until there's at least a rumor of what it is before you make that decision. If that's like if that's like your budget for like your big thing for this year, I think you'd be doing yourself a real disservice not to at least wait to have to make a better decision. On to the last two bags. Let's go. Keaton Terry, thank you for $2. Says, I meant the new World Trade Center, not the Twin Towers. Okay, then yes, with the newer World Trade Center, I would definitely say there is a chance. Did they just do a New York City skyline recently, or is that something that might come out this summer? Ooh, that was loud. Ooh, Michael, if you're there, if you're watching my stream, keep that a secret. We'll wait and see if he actually does or not, and then we can place bets in the we gotta add more people to our collectors chat. But we can make bets with that. We'll make bets with that. We can bet some battle packs. I'd be disappointed if Django's Slave 1 is a recolor of that tiny model. I'm sure the figures would be worth though. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like the tiny model to begin with, I get it, but it's kind of the only way we're getting a Django Slave 1 at this point, so take it or leave it. And yeah, that's the way I look at it. So I think it'll happen, and that's what it's gonna be. So just prepare yourself for that. Love from the boys in Stuart, Florida. Oh, Stuart, that's down south. I know where Stuart is. Very nice. I think that's where the Coles I went to was. Stuart, or yeah, it's definitely down there somewhere. I got the Series 21 minifigs there. The thing with minifigures for May the 4th is that you don't build anything. It's kind of boring. I disagree very heavily. Just because, like, don't you buy something that you have to build anyway? I don't know. Yeah. Just trying to stream and sub. Thanks, Ian. My favorite Lego set that's not Star Wars. I feel like I should know the answer to this off the top of my head, but for some reason I don't. The Stranger Things set is very good. The Titanic. The Titanic is fantastic. Yeah, one of those. Elliot Burns, thank you for the $1 donation as well, dude. Is Entertainment Earth legit? Yes. It's a real website that sells real things. I've bought from them. Yeah. You hate the mod guy that fixed Fennec? Got real disdain for that guy, huh? Nah, I thought that was fine. I don't know. Will Lego City ever be good again? I don't know. I don't really follow Lego City, so I honestly don't know. I didn't know it was bad. I liked the Lego City sets that came out last year. I bought a few of them with the new road plate system, but maybe it's not the common opinion. Ugh. I know the current speculation is $140 says a gunship. It's not gonna be a Slave 1 Jackson, no. And that Slave 1 in 2019 was $120, not $130. But regardless, it's not gonna be that. It makes no sense for Lego to release a $140 Jango Fett Slave 1. None. Zero. Zilch. I'm sorry. I like you, but not it. No way. Just no way. Greetings from Germany. Oh, NFL. There's gonna be NFL games in Germany. Get ready, whoever you are. In Germany, I saw the news today. Big news. Very exciting. Germany is going to get their biggest economic pump. Nevin, thank you for the 3 Canadians, says, loved Cad Bane, something about blue people with red eyes. Dude, it was, him and Thrawn. Oh my god. I love it. It's such a great look.
Lack of faith disturbing.
Such a great look. I love that. There is something about it. I agree. Favorite ATST build? Probably still the UCS one. It's from 2006. It looks a little bit dated now, but it's still probably my favorite because your only competition to that is probably the 2016 one, which is really good. But yeah, the UCS one's just better. It's just better. Ugh. Okay, which way does this go? Just like that. Perfect. I like it. All right. Keaton Terry with another $5. Thank you so much, Keaton. Since Grogu's back, I'm asking... Oh, the old memes. Consume the child. Yeah, probably not. I'm surprised no one else hopped on that. But yeah, no, I won't be consuming the child. Thank you, though. Andrew says Melbourne Target is Black Series Wrecker in stock. I already got him, but yeah, thank you for the update. I already got him, so I don't need another one. I think I actually somehow ended up with 3. I think I bought it at like Disney Springs 2 months ago or something too. Like my Black Series collecting is out of control, and it's like it's unregulated is the best word for it. I am terrible at keeping track of what I pre-ordered, what I haven't pre-ordered, what I've already bought, what I haven't bought. I am just the worst at that with Black Series. So, yeah, don't trick me into buying another Wrecker. I won't fall for your tricks. I just can't. No more Wreckers. I've already got too many. Like ordered. I don't know how I did it. I think I have 3 though. I'm pretty sure. Do I think the Chosen 2 Jango Fett Slave 1 will go up in price or Jango Fett? No, it's already really high. And if a new one comes out, I would assume that kind of at least makes the price plateau, if not go down just a little. Usually the prices don't drop like a rock, but I would imagine it would have some small effect on dampering the insane rise in price. When's the next M&R Collects video? That's a great question. I was thinking about that today, actually. I love that channel, and I miss it. So, we'll see. There's a lot of really interesting... Like, okay, so I want to do a video where I compare the Lego Mandalorian helmet to the Black Series Mandalorian helmet. Like, it's a surprisingly close price difference, too, because I think the Black Series ones are $100. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone in chat will know better than I do. But I think they were $100. The one that I bought was $100. And the Lego one is $60. That's only a $40 difference. So for your extra $40, are you getting a much better experience? And that's, yeah. A poll. Who am I? I don't know. Actually, I did need to end that poll. It's been a while. End poll. The winner is ATT. Unsurprisingly. All right. Someone told me what I should do for the next poll earlier, and I forgot what I was going to do. So if you can remind me, that would be amazing. Sleep Talk. Thank you for the $1. Sleep Talk. That better be a real TikTok. Elliot Burns, thank you for the $5, says, I stopped collecting Lego Star Wars in 2013 with Attack of the Clones being my last wave. I started collecting this year, and these rumors come out insane. Yeah, it's like poetry. It rhymes. That's ironic. That is definitely ironic. It's almost unfortunate for you because it's like, oh, those are the last sets I bought. Now they're just coming out again anyway. But no, that's rather funny. You'll have there's other things anyway. I just finished Rogue One. Lots of things to discuss. Like what? It's Rogue One. What is there to discuss about Rogue One? Everyone dies. The end. Now enjoy Star Wars Episode 4. That's what it is.
I find your lack of faith
I don't know.
disturbing.
I don't know what there is to discuss out of Rogue One. I'm kind of confused. I'll have to call Sans later and we can talk about it. $530 set poll. Okay, so is it... Should I ask what people want it to be or what they think it will be? Because I feel like no matter how I phrase it, people are just going to answer what they want it to be. So I should just ask what do you want the $530 set to be? That's how I should phrase it, right? Because no matter what, that's how people are going to answer it or interpret it. So maybe I should... Yeah. Okay, we're going to do it like that. Hold on, I'll type it out here in a second. It'll be the last poll we do. It's fantastic. I know it's fantastic. It made me cry. It's great. It's a great movie. It's one of the ones that I actually go and rewatch once or twice a year when I'm just to have on in the background type of movie. That and episode 3, and I don't know if you've watched Solo yet with Sans, but I really like Solo. I don't know. Everyone seems to hate the Solo movie. I've really enjoyed it, but eh. All right, let's type this poll up. Rogue One is the Saving Private Ryan of Star Wars. I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, so I don't have that frame of reference. But okay, $30 set. What you want? All right, I wrote $530 set. What you want? So we'll do Geonosis, Endor, Hoth. Anything else? All right, new poll is up. Not yet. Episode 8 next. Solo after every film. I like it too. Yeah, they're generally very good movies. I don't understand the hate for the Solo movie or Rogue One. Yeah, they're just good movies. Actually, no, nobody dislikes Rogue One. I shouldn't say that. Rogue One is universally loved because it's great. But they need to do a Lego set based on the Rogue One hallway scene, like they did with the hallway scene from The Mandalorian Season 2 with the Dark Troopers. Speaking of the Dark Troopers, I don't know how I forgot to mention this earlier, but a kind fella has shipped me a Dark Trooper set that they found. And so I will have the Dark Trooper set, I think, tomorrow morning, and it should be tomorrow's video review. You cried too? Amazing. That's what I like to hear. It was sad. It's like... I remember going into the movie and sitting in there watching it, and it's like you have these characters like Cassian Andor and Jyn Erso that you know won't be in future Star Wars media, so it just makes the most sense that at the end they all die. And so at the end when they all die, it's like, oh, big surprise, but then it's still really sad. And I think it was the music. I think the music and them being on the beach or something about it. It was just really good. Sleep Talk with a $5 donation. Thank you, Sleep Talk. He says, Geonosis never going to happen. All right, Willie Fresh. I'm going to remember that. You better come back, and I'll see you in 6 months. What's your biggest regret on not purchasing something Lego-related? What is it worth now, or is it just too rare to find anymore? I'm glad you added that last part, because I would have had a much harder time trying to come up with an answer without it. There are a few things that are rare that I've had the opportunity to buy in the past and have kind of let slip through my fingers, or just decided not to buy, whether or not I couldn't afford it at the time, or I just thought it was a bad decision at the time, whatever. Probably, always better to err on the side of caution, I suppose, in cases like that. So I guess I commend myself for not being completely reckless. But there are 3 things that come to mind. There is a 2009 Lego Star Wars Toy Fair invitation. It's a Chrome Vader just like I already have, but it's a Chrome Vader, but he comes in a special plastic box. It's just a cool plastic box, and I could have had it for like $1,000. I wish I had bought it. It would have been a really cool collector's piece. And the way I kind of rationalize stuff now is like, I can always just sell it. I could have bought that for $1,000 2 or 3 years ago when I had seen it on eBay. And I could probably sell it now for at least 2 or 3. Like it would have been a good investment too. Like, so there's no reason not to from that point of view. When, worst case you can sell it for what you paid for it, but more likely than not you'll end up making money on the venture. So there was that one. That one I pretty deeply regret, because it's just not an easy item to find. I'm sure I'll find another one day. I'll just pay way more than I should have. And then there's the 2013 Yoda Chronicles set, which actually would have gone spectacularly well with your boy, New York Yoda. And so with that set, it was on eBay, sealed in box. They are very rare, very hard to come by. I want to say it was like $2,000 or $2,500. It was definitely worth it. I should have bought it. I just didn't. I could have made a great review video, made a tax write-off, made some money back on the review. Like, it wouldn't have been as crazy. Like, it's not as crazy as it sounds when I buy some things. Like, it works out financially sometimes. And So I kind of look back at that one. That one wasn't all that long ago. That was maybe 6 months ago that I just kind of scoffed that one. And then the one that I'm most like, or that I'm, I guess, happy I didn't buy, like, it was just an absurd amount of money. But there is this thing that most of you aren't even going to know what it is when I describe it, because it's just not a thing that's common, but I've shown it before. It's the original 1999 Lego Group invitation for Toy Fair. And I say invitation, that sounds like it's a piece of paper. It's not. It's a little build of Luke and Darth Vader fighting, like a build probably about on a plate this size, and then it's inside of a cardboard box, and it's like a long time ago in a galaxy. It's just this really cool collector's piece. There's not that many of them. I would guess 50 to 100, whatever. And I had the opportunity to buy that for $10,000. $10,000 is a lot of money, and I just couldn't do it. Like, I just couldn't do it. I consider myself a really big Lego Star Wars fan, but I also thought about, I was like, I'm not, I don't like the company. Like, do I really want to own something like this when I just have such resentment for the company right now? Like, no. And the answer was no. And I just, when I woke up the next day and the answer was still no, I was like, good. I'm glad I didn't buy this. That's the one I'm happy I didn't buy, but I still kind of regret, because it'd be so cool to own. And, like, again, it sounds absurd to spend that kind of money, but I could find someone that would be willing and able to pay that much money for it too, and sell it, and then it would be whatever. Like, so yeah, those three come to mind. I appreciate the question. That's a good question. Yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, mostly the rare things, because everything else, it's like, if I didn't buy a clone turbo tank, which I guess I did, so it's whatever. But example, I didn't buy a clone turbo tank when it was $100. Now I have to pay $300. That pales in comparison to me to, like, not having something that's one of 100 and, like, really, like, you only see for sale once every 2 years, and it's just a different thing at the, like, with the stuff that I try to collect sometimes. So yeah, but thanks for the question. Michael Halpin, thank you for the $10 and fancy suit picture. He says, hey Ryan, love your channel. 2 questions. One, will you be at Brickworld Chicago? Yes, I will be there every day. All of the times. I don't have, like, a specific schedule set, I guess, but yeah, I'll be there and I'll be around. I promise. And then 2, will the new ATT be based off Attack of the Clones or the Bad Batch episode on Raxus? So there's definitely an outside chance that it's based on Bad Batch. And personally, I would almost prefer that, just because, like, I want to get some phase 1, or rather some phase 2 clone troopers, or, like, I don't remember if it was just the white clones in that episode, or if they also brought in, like, the dark elite troopers that look like the elite clone troopers, I think that's their name, that look like, what's his name, Crosshair, but aren't Crosshair. But I just don't, is this supposed to go somewhere? I gotta look back real quick. I just don't see it. I just don't see them doing it as Bad Batch. And to me, it makes a lot more sense for it to be, there it is, for it to be episode 2 based, solely because of the other sets that we see on the list. You see the Obi-Wan's Starfighter. I suppose technically that's the only other episode 2 set on the list, but you see Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. You see that it is the year 2022, and it's the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. They have the Clone Trooper accessory pack. Look, this was not made to go with the UCS gunship. It was made to go with whatever else is coming out this summer. That's the way I see it. So ATT would therefore link up with these types of clones and not the Raxus Bad Batch Phase 2 clones, which is, like I said, to me, like, I would almost prefer that, because I want to have the variety of clone troopers, but for now, whatever. Like, I think until 2025 we'll get some Phase 2 stuff and it'll be cool, whatever. But yeah, I think I'm in the episode 2 boat. I don't know what everyone else is in. I think generally, from what I've seen, most people think episode 2. I've had a few people mention it could be Bad Batch, but just generally, to me, it's almost a lock that it's episode 2, just based on everything else. And to me, it also makes sense that, there are quite a few sets we still don't know about, and there's a couple specific sets. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but I'm pretty sure Jango Fett Slave 1 is going to be one of them, and I'm pretty sure another one's going to be a Republic gunship. And to me, it would all just work if all of those things were episode 2. And it definitely, to me, is trending that way. Anyway, appreciate the donation and the questions, and I assume maybe I'll see you at the Brick World Chicago. What's up, Lord Vader? Where's the Titanic float test? That's a great question. I don't have an answer to. Would I want to see Bosk and IG-88 appear in season 2? Yeah, I was surprised Bosk didn't appear in Boba Fett. That was like one of those things that a lot of people on the Star Wars League subreddit were talking about, and it just kind of never happened. So, I don't know. There better be a gunship. I'll cry if there isn't. I'm pretty sure there'll be a gunship. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Star Wars carpets. Yeah, I don't know about that. Am I sad or happy that Cad Bane died? I am happy that Cad Bane died because Cad Bane is was old, and I don't like the idea of characters in Star Wars living forever and never being able to die. So I like when characters die generally. I think it's a good thing to have that in your shows. I just don't see why we're not killing characters off. Like Ahsoka should, in my opinion, should have died in Clone Wars. Now it turns out it works. She's alive. It's working. It's good for the story. Whatever. But I just don't think every character should be living forever. Like stuff happens. Like accidents happen. Whatever. Like characters should die by freak chance sometimes. Maybe once. Whatever. All right. Real quick. Let's review. Actually, let me make sure I don't have any more donations I've missed. I do. Laps over. Think of the £5. As Hyman and I have been watching for 2 years and love the content. Thank you. Says I was wondering what you thought of used sets that smell of cigarette smoke. Not very highly. I do not think very highly of that. I would if you get something like that, I would try to return it. I would not want to keep that personally. That's another reason I try to just buy new in box stuff. It's to me, it's like if you can afford it, like. Just save yourself the hassle, or you can ask, of course, is this from a smoke-free home? Has it been displayed? Whatever questions you might have for a seller too. But yeah, for the most part, not a great thing when someone smells like smoke. Yeah, I would say not good. Ender Fox, thank you for another £2 is going now. Last question. What is your best Star Wars build? Are you asking of things I've built? Because the best thing I've ever built was a collaboration that I did this summer with my buddy Legos Fan, and we built a Lego Star Wars clone base, but we built it like it was 2010, and it was amazing, and it was a lot of dark bluish gray 2x4s, and I love it. It's my best build ever. That one. That's the one. Do I think they'll make a Black Christensen set? I don't see why not. Like, he could definitely fit in like another Boba Fett set soon, or like in the summer maybe. We'll see. Had another donation. Sleep Talk donate $5 more. Jeez. Thank you. What do you think will end up being the top 3 most expensive Lego sets in my collection in 10 years? Assuming, I mean, sets like the okay. So take away things like this. We'll just talk about Lego sets, right? Like common sets that are retail release. Cloud City from 2003. That one is already worth. I bought that for $500 in 2018. I want to say it's worth. This is used, by the way. This is the used price, not the sealed price. I want to say it's worth like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 used now. So that one's up there. It's probably going to be the most and continue to be the most expensive like regular retail Lego set that I have in my collection. I think there's a chance the 2007 UCS Falcon regains some value when the other one retires. So maybe that one. And then I kind of feel like the 2005 episode 3 Ultimate Space Battle set has the red Anakin or red Obi-Wan Starfighter along with Anakin's, then a couple Vulture droids, and then a Tri-droid. That set may also become rather valuable, or is rather valuable, and something that I think could be a top 3 valuable set. But yeah, I appreciate the questions and the donations, dude. Yeah, those are my my picks. Okay, let's look at the poll. That base was just bad, dude. You don't. Hold on. Let me just play it. I'm just gonna play it.
It's Twilight heirloom, passed from parent to child. Boys,
It doesn't...
rebel pipe.
How did you know?
I don't know, whatever the line of Thrawn saying some cannot appreciate art as I do, or something like that. Anyway, I'm not going to find it. I thought I was going to find an easy, like, YouTube video that just had the quote, and I can't. Anyway, okay, so we ran the poll of what people want the $530 set for this year to be out of, and I can only pick 4 options, so I think I did Hoth, Geonosis, Endor, and then the last option was literally anything else. So if you wanted like a UCS Venator out of it, or like literally anything, that was your other option. And it looks like 54% of people want Geonosis, so lock it in. I actually might go to Fort Myers for a Red Sox spring training game, Razor Strike. Interestingly enough, I might head that way, but 54% for Geonosis, and that's out of what, 800 votes now, so not bad. That's, I guess, expected. Geonosis is definitely the hot item right now for the year, and I think if they miss it this year, it's just not going to be... You're just going to... Like, you have Kenobi right now, you've got the Bad Batch revisiting Kamino. All this episode 2 kind of visual stuff is hot right now, and if you don't do it now, you've missed it. So, anyway... do I think Lego will make another U-Wing set? Absolutely, yeah. Yes, with the Endor show, yes. Anyway, back to the poll. We had 23% for Endor, which is my betting favorite. Like, I think Endor is a pretty good odds chance it'll happen too. Like, it just feels like what they would do. But given the rest of the summer rumors, like, it also, to me, starts to lean towards being an episode 2 Geonosis set, which would just be the craziest thing. It would be incredible. So there's that. And then we have 11% Hoth, which would, of course, expand upon the UCS Hoth that we got a few years back, and assumedly at at $300 more than the last one, be way, way, way better and bigger. So, yeah. And then, I just finished it, but I am definitely not done, because I did not put all the pieces on. There we go. Ah! I hear cracking of pieces. Don't like it. Oh, yeah, those are cracked. At least it's cracked on the inside. Do I need to, like, warm these up to, like, loosen them up to put them on? Is that what I need to do? What's up, Rogue? It's going well, man. Is there any chance you'll ever display or show your minifig collection? Absolutely, when I move. Not now, though. Yeah, I have to, like, figure out how I would possibly do that, too. I don't really have any ideas flown around in my head, but it's definitely a thing that that I wouldn't mind doing, I guess. Okay, so that's supposed to go like that, and then we're good. Okay. Whee! So this was a pretty easy build. It's a lot of bricks, which I liked about the build. I wanted something easy to do, and this was definitely that. Okay, so then if I put this all back on top properly, I'll actually be done with the build. Yippee! And then 12% of people voted for anything else. So out of that $530 set, I think at least right now, fresh on the mind with all the episode 2 rumors, everyone is wanting the Geonosis set, and I get it. I'm there with you. UCS Falcon or AT-AT? I would buy the UCS Falcon. If you want to have both someday, buy the UCS Falcon now, because it'll retire first probably. But if I could only have one, I would pick the AT-AT, because it's the AT-AT, and it's just such a cool ship or vehicle from Star Wars. Pen Plays, what's up, dude? Just finished. Can we get a close-up of the tower door? Yes, sir. I'll probably have a review out on this next Wednesday. I'm not going to rush this one out. I have other things to do. But yeah, probably next Wednesday I'll have my review of this set out, and it'll be even more in-depth than whatever I'll show you here. But yes, there's the tower, which should connect to the... Where the hell is it? Yeah, there it goes. Connect to the side of the palace. There we go. Come on. Connect on. There we go. Oh, it's so clean and nice. Unlike my other one up there that's really dusty and not nice. Oh yeah, KNG. Well, yeah, you should have been rebuilding your Jabba's palace the whole time, dude. It's a great display model. I'm gonna put my other one on display back here because I don't know why I haven't had it back here. This would look so sick back here, right? Like that's a great set to have on display. I don't know why I haven't been doing that, so I think I'm gonna go in and do that when I'm gonna redo these shelves within a month here. Why are the Gamorrean guards always shirtless? This guy's definitely wearing a shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, someone wants to see the up close of the door. I got you. I mean, that guy's wearing a shirt, right? Like that's technically no. Yes. Are we on the page of Gamorreans wearing a shirt? I know what you're talking about though. It's because they want to show off the physique, bro. You got to show off the physique. They work hard for it, okay? All right. Excuse me. Talking a lot gets me really snuffed up or whatever. Okay. Here's the door. It can open by moving it up like so. And then you can lock it into place, and then it's just open. And it's got a little gun turret thing at the front here, whatever. But then they can walk in the door, and you can walk in the door, and you're in. And then there's stairs to the right. I guess it can also drop down like a guillotine. It wasn't supposed to. But yeah, it drops down, and then you also have like the eyeball, which can like stick out. So pretty cool. And then it kind of it's like loosely in there, so it can actually move around a little bit, just like it does in the movie, or I guess in I think it was it. Has it been in a show? The eye thing? I think it showed up somewhere else. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, it can move around a little, so it's pretty cool. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Let me read a few more chats. I'll chat for another few minutes with you guys before we call it quits here. Where's my Yoda? Oh, let me show you guys right now because it's really cool. The second. So I made a video about this. There are 3 of these that exist. And when I made that, someone else emailed me and said they have another one. And I was like, you just question it. You never know. What's up, Trey? You never know. People just, I don't know, make stuff up sometimes, just whatever. So I asked for pictures. I was like, I have to know. Like, do you actually have one, right? Ryman, thank you for the $2. Says, are you looking for the Bad Batch Season 2? Absolutely. That is very, very hyped for that. That they left it on quite the cliffhanger. So, yeah, I really want to find out what's going on at that facility in the mountain or whatever it is. And Kawi Ryder, thank you for the 5 Australian, says, did you get a message on Instagram about the misprinted Chewie? I did. They sold it to someone else for like $300 or something. I was not going to pay that much for it. So, yeah, I would have loved to have it for my collection. But, yeah, it was way too much money for me. So, but yeah, it was really cool. I'm sure you saw it if you were asking me about it. But yeah, thank you for if you sent them my way or whatever. I appreciate that. But yeah, they got an offer from someone for some ridiculous amount of money. Anyway, the other person emails me, and this is what I see. He has one, and it has been out there for 10 years, just living its best life. Living its best life. His name is Sam, I think. I think I remember his name right. Yeah, like he took it to prom, bro. He took it to prom. Like that's crazy. You can see him right there. You can see it right there in the middle at the bottom. They're holding it. Yeah. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that just nuts? Like it blew my mind. I could not believe that he like. Someone has enjoyed that Yoda that much, you know? I really appreciated it. It was really funny to me, and I loved it, and yeah, it's just real cool. Okay, I put the camera way too high, whatever. Which will we see first? New MTT, Jabba's Sail Barge, or Sandcrawler? Oh, I forgot. Jabba's Sail Barge also maybe, like, outside chance at being that $530 set. I'm glad everyone else in the chat appreciates art like I do. Those pictures are great, aren't they? Oh, don't knock it over now. Your Yoda is getting jelly. I know, right? I gotta send him another message back. If he ever, I doubt he wants to sell his because clearly he is having a lot of fun with it. But if he ever wants to sell his, I will happily purchase it from him. So yeah, oh my god, I was so jealous that guy's just been enjoying that Yoda for 10 years like that. It's just like, it's so cool to me though. I'm very, very much appreciate the way he's put that to use. Piano Man, thank you for the $1 Australian dollar. I think I think we would get a new Jabba sail barge first. That's the one that's been the longest, so that to me makes the most sense. If just betting odds, whatever, like yeah, probably that one. Should we be expecting a Star Wars CMF? No. When did I start collecting? 2002. This was my first set ever. Well, not this specific one. I just bought a sealed one kind of recently, but this was the first set I ever got. I got it at KB Toys at the mall over there. When there was a KB Toys at the mall over there. The twin pod cloud car. Beautiful. Your toner finally worked. I appreciate it, Piano Man. Thank you. Yeah, that one. I got it in 2002. My grandma bought it for me. So technically that's when I started collecting. And I kind of ramped up from there. What if the $530 says Camino? See, I had this idea, thrown by me today that it could be a Camino, and I don't subscribe to that theory, the $530 set being Camino. Couple reasons. Especially the biggest reason, when you like, okay, so like part of the reason I've had a couple of people tell me they think it could be Camino and have this big shell for Camino and be a display play Camino. So two things, right? First off, why, like, what on Camino could possibly need $530 of Lego pieces to get the point across as a playset? I don't see it. I'm sorry. I understand like the wish listing of it, but at that price, no way. If it was like a $160 set, maybe it works. Like a Camino at this kind of scale of set, yes. No way they're doing it for $530 sets. $30. And the other thing is, like you mentioned, and this was mentioned to me by the other person too. The Cloud City set had the Slave 1 in the Cloud City set. So since they're releasing a Jango Slave 1, well, then it just makes sense. It doesn't make sense because the Jango Slave 1 should be included in the set. It's already $530, and you're telling me that you're going to have to go spend another $80 to get the Jango Slave 1 and the Obi-Wan Starfighter to complete that like, you basically have a $610 Camino experience. I'm sorry, I love Camino. Trust me. Camino is not a $610 experience in Lego's eyes. Never. Bar inflation going crazy. Never will it cost $610. So there's that to keep in mind too. What other rumors do you guys want to talk about? I'll talk about rumors for a little bit longer. I'm down. I'm game. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What do we got? Mo rumors, mo problems. Speak up, can hardly hear. Move my mic closer. How's that? How's this? This is better. Now let me move this a little closer too. Make my life easier. Okay, we're gonna end this poll too. A Sith Lord big fig would be cool. Yeah, I wonder why they don't do the minifig things like they did for Harry Potter. Mic test. It's working now. Yeah, it looks like it's working now. The bars weren't moving. What was the last thing I said? I think I got that I'm muted after the first 50 people said. I'm kidding. Can you hear me now? Is it working? You know what's gonna be funny is, so YouTube has these charts that'll show you like the interaction on your live stream throughout your live stream. Like it'll be like how many comments per minute, and the chart will look something like this. The entire 2 hours that we've been going, whatever, it'll be, you know, interaction good, up and down a little bit, interaction, interacting, and then here's where my mic mutes, interaction through the roof, and then because that's how many comments you get just because your mic's mute. Is great. Thank you guys. Okay, so I don't remember the last thing I said, but basically, Warzone, right? Yeah, my Twitch link is in the description. If you don't follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I play Warzone on there. That's all I play on there anyway. So don't, you know, expect me to play Lego games on there. But if you want to watch some Warzone, rated R, you know, some curse words in there, check it out. The new Black Series Dark Trooper is fantastic. I already pre-ordered it. It is funny to me. Black Series will do a pre-order for an item that doesn't come out for a year and a half, and then Lego Star Wars doesn't do a pre-order for anything. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. What happened to the Mace Windu Somerset rumor? It's still a rumor. Just, I don't know. Nothing really like, okay, so I get the question occasionally of like, what happened to this rumor? Sometimes they just turn out to not be true. But we like, okay, so the problem is though, you're asking about like what happened to a rumor for a set that's rumored to not come out for 6 months. So there's not really an answer to that. Like, it either is going to come out in 6 months or it isn't. And right now there's nothing like to add to it. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how to like, Glitch Mitch, if you didn't catch my answer because my mic is muted, I did say play Rebirth and get some reps on Rebirth. That will really help you, I promise. Anyway, Lego does the weirdest pre-orders. They are so random. I agree. They also reveal things way too late. Can we do spoilers for the finale? Yeah, I'm not a finale or a spoiler like stickler. Like, I find it really interesting when people know a show just came out and then they go on Twitter anyway, and then they get mad when they read a spoiler for a show that's been out for 12 hours. It's like, just don't go on Twitter. Other people want to talk about it. The world doesn't revolve around you. I'm sorry you couldn't watch it immediately, but that means you just don't go on Twitter if you don't want it spoiled that bad. Anyway, will there be a Jedi Bob in 2022? The chance is not zero. We'll see. There might be a Phase 2 Cody too. It's May 4th. We'll see. May 4th might be a good time this year. It might be, but we'll see. Oh, I mean, do you think it'll end up being an actual set? The Mace Windu. I don't know. It's a rumor. I couldn't tell you, Xander Cat. It's just, that's a rumor is a rumor sometimes. And it might be a real set. It might not. We'll know August 1st. Do I have a Jedi Bob? Yeah, I do. I'm supposed to ship another one somewhere. I've been so behind. It's really bad. I'm pretty sure I have two. I know it's over there somewhere. I'm supposed to ship it to someone because it got shipped. I shipped it to the wrong place to begin with, and then it got shipped back to me. And then I have been slacking, so I'm gonna have to throw in some extra things with his Jedi Bob. Do I think we'll ever get some of Queen Amidala's starships? Nah, probably not. Probably not. Andy Bricks. Oh, nice to see you, dude. I always enjoy reading your comments, man. Always nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I know you've had, your problems in your past or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you. Would you rather get Bad Batch Cad Bane or Book of Boba Fett Cad Bane? For the sake of having something that's substantially different, Book of Boba Fett, just because they would use a different blue color for Book of Boba Fett Cad Bane, they'd use the lighter blue color, which I think would be interesting, like a unique look for him. But I think with the set that we are getting, it would be a Bad Batch Cad Bane, and it would have like a Omega as well in the set. The Kiminoan figure is exciting. I am very curious as to how it will look. I guess the way they would do a Kiminoan minifigure is they would take a regular torso, regular legs, and then make a mold that goes over the top and up like a Chewbacca type of deal. Or just an extra tall head. I'm not sure. But something like that would be the most sensible way for me to see it happening, because I would think they would want to leave the torso and legs looking as normal as possible. They don't use the super tall legs like they used to use for stuff, or they used for like Woody in 2010 or whatever for Toy Story. So it just depends. Do I still take fan mail? No, I don't have like a PO box or anything anymore, but I appreciate the thought. What other rumors do we need to cover and chat about? Any interesting theories from anybody? Last chance before I go play video games for the night. So I'm beat. I've been working all day. Woke up. I was working on a video. Then 1 o'clock rolled around. Oh, we almost saw no Mega lame. Yeah, no Mega lame. Mega Blocks is lame. Oh wait, oops, didn't mean to say it like that. Oh well. I love Mac Jones. He's my favorite, Ethan. He's my new favorite Patriots quarterback. Hope you're doing well, Sean. Nice to see it. Nice to see you around these parts with the Boba Fett's, rather Jabba the Hutt's palace. Oh, dude, I really hope they bring out more Lord of the Rings sets. I brought a Lord of the Rings set back from my storage unit to do a review of maybe this weekend with the new trailer. So we'll see. I might have a Lord of the Rings video this weekend, which is exciting, except I don't know anything about the Lord of the Rings set. So that's great. I've got a theory. M&R loves Halo. That's a theory, but it's definitely not based in any sort of like factual anything, like a reality. Thoughts on Tuukka Rask retiring? We're straying from Lego Star Wars rumors. I don't know. I guess he's been playing for 15 years. It makes sense. It was a very big surprise to me today, though. I didn't see that coming. I don't even know who they're is it Hervanx? I can't remember their other goalie's name, but yeah, it was a big surprise to me. It didn't hit me as hard as Tom Brady, though. Do you think they'll use the Mustafar Kenobi for the Starfighter? Okay, so I've actually a good one for you. 40548. I gotta look that up.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's a vintage. No, it's not. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Lego Mario box. Anti-Ninjago. I'm very anti-Ninjago. Ninjago is the worst. Lego set 40548. What are we talking? Okay, you're either trolling me. I'm not sure. Hold on. Some guy in chat says Lego set 40548 just got leaked on Instagram. So let's see what this is. $40548. Is that a Brickheads? Is that potentially a Brickheads? Oh, not a Brickheads. Or Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. I've been informed. I won't say what it is because I don't know if I'm supposed to say. But I promise you, none of us will be interested in it. I promise you, whatever Lego set's getting revealed tomorrow, we're not interested in. Ninjago is the worst. Long live Bionicle. I agree. Ninjago is somehow even worse than Chima. Okay, I can't even say that with a straight face. Chima's just... Yikes. That was a thing. What do you think the Tauntaun will look... Oh, Taunwee will... will look like in the... I mean, it'll look like Taunwee. I can only assume, tall head, whatever, regular torso, regular legs. It's really hard to tell right now how they'll do it. I would assume, if you look at the original video game, what they did with that, maybe something like that. Why did I delete my Brickbusters? Because I wanted to. And... not just decided I wanted to. Ninjago rules. No, come on, guys. Ninjago's not that good. Watch out. They actually do have some good sets. Their bigger sets are very good. Have I tried getting the yellow off the Yoda statue yet? No, and I don't think I'm gonna try. I'm scared. And if I did try, I would have to try it on something else first because I'm scared I will mess it up and ruin this. I would rather have it be in the condition it's in now, as it is. It's fine. It's far from the best, but it's serviceable. Than have me go in and somehow screw it up. So I think I'm gonna leave it like it is and call it good and not try to like get crazy with it. Slave under $40, a good deal. I would highly recommend that at $40. Absolutely. UV light. Yeah. But the question is like, how do I get the UV light like to perfectly, I don't know. I just don't know how it works. I don't know like how the penetrate, like if I shine UV light on a specific brick, like if I do an outline, if I have a piece of paper and I cut out a square in the middle, so the square is the only part where the light is shining on, does the UV light only specifically affect that square, or is there any leakage? Like I want to make sure all the parts have an even uniform color. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I can do anything. I would have to do extensive testing on other stuff. So yeah. What's up, Infinite Bricks? Nice to see you too. Glad you're still kicking around. And Shy Time and Pricey Plastic Products. Oh my god, Pricey Product Productions. Everyone's here. What other juicy leaks and rumors do we need to cover before I wrap? What do I use to keep your Lego clean? I usually put them in like just plastic bins, and yeah, everything else I would just dust with like a sock or whatever. New York Yoda is fine as is. It's a historical artifact. Yeah, I would just rather not meddle with it and ruin it. That's what I fear, is that I would ruin it. And I'm not a professional at like de-yellowing at all. And so I just completely refrain from touching that. Any May 4 theories? My May 4 theory is that it's going to be a minifigure and that it's going to be Phase 2 Cody or Jedi Bob. That would be a theory I would have, though, of course. So take that for what it's worth. Sealed in box Naboo Starfighter from 2011 for $120. To me, anything over $50 is way too much for that set anyway, but if that's what it's going for, it's good. Inquisitor ship from Kenobi concept art. I am 100% in on that, Jackson. I think that's going to be a set. I think that it has to be a set. There was a leak the other day that the Grand Inquisitor is going to be in Kenobi, like in the show. So that sounded really appealing to me. And so if he's in there, I would think he would come in that Inquisitor ship. And then you get Kenobi and maybe an Anakin or Darth Vader figure as well. I don't know, like what else you would put. De-yellowing. The figure, it's literally yellow on the back. What else do you want me to call it? De-yellowing. The back is yellow even though it's supposed to be white. So yeah, I would assume there would be something in that, vein for Kenobi as one of the summer sets. If Kenobi comes out on May 25th, which it does, it got announced today, then it would make a lot of sense that they could release a Kenobi set on August 1st or 2, potentially. So yeah, it's the same thing with Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett came out around January 1st, came out actually, funnily enough, it's actually 2 days off, or 3 or 4 days off. Book of Boba Fett came out on December 29th, and then the first Book of Boba Fett set comes out March 1st. That's 2 months after. The same deal for Kenobi could happen, where the show comes out on the 25th of May, and then sets come out on the 1st of August type of thing. So, yeah. Phase 2 Cody helmet set. Yeah, we already have. Could use a helmet set or two from the prequels. That's, yeah, still waiting on that. Few years in, and still nothing. Could use a clone trooper. I don't know which one, but I think, if you're Lego, you do a clone trooper pack. It's $100, or you do. I don't know. You could do like a DLC. You could have like a base Phase 2 white clone trooper, and then you could also sell a pack that has like parts to make Cody or make Rex or make whatever. Literally Ask Him an R210, but chaotic. Yeah. Well, this is why I tell people I would never do a live Ask Him an R, because I answer questions in live streams anyway, and I don't really see the point. Like I'd rather have it be a produced series. I say produced like I do a crazy amount of editing, but I just, yeah, it's not, I don't want to do it live. Book of Boba Fett sets revealed. I have a box I'm gonna open here real quick, and then we'll wrap up. More Sans. Sans is visiting next week, or next at the end of this month rather. I don't think he's coming to my house, but he'll be around. Okay. Let me open this box for you guys, and then I will wrap up. Why don't the helmet sets come with the corresponding minifigs like all the buildable droids? They just don't. they just don't. It's... Yeah, I don't know. They just don't. Save money. I got a knife. I don't know where my knife is. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, this box showed up on the perfect day. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser poster got shown off today. And I ordered this, I don't know, 5 days ago maybe. Oh, I should check on my package. I ordered this maybe like 5 days ago. And yeah, it's exciting. This is a set that I have needed to buy sealed. So basically I'm preparing for my Kenobi slate of reviews. So if you noticed with Boba Fett, I bought a bunch of Boba Fett. Ooh, I did not like how tightly packed that feels. I bought a bunch of like Boba Fett themed sets ahead of time, and so like I had a review every week that Boba Fett aired. So every Wednesday. So like today I did the Naboo Starfighter, and so for Kenobi, I'm going to try to have a bunch of Kenobi-themed sets, and I guess Anakin, Darth Vader as well, because, But whatever, I'm also going to continue to follow the Star Wars leaks, and if things get rumored to be in the show, then I'll buy the set and prepare a review just in case for, like, a day-after review type of thing for the show. And, basically, I think I'm going to have this set. I have the Hyperdrive Ring Obi-Wan Starfighter from 2017 already. I have the sealed Darth Vader's TIE Fighter from 2009 to review if Darth Vader shows up. I want to get the UCS Darth Vader TIE to review. I have this set, so this will be 4. And then I'm going to need at least, I think there's 6 episodes, so I'll need 2 other sets, which I'll figure out what exactly soon enough. Anyway. Oh, this brings me back. Well, the front of it is a little bit more dented than I would have liked, but it's fine. Isn't it so cool? Isn't she lovely? If you read this, what set should I buy with $160? Honestly, probably the Razor Crest, kind of the set. Yeah, so I got this. And it's so beautiful. And it's even got a build your army circle down there. Except it doesn't say build your army. I love this set. Anyway. I guess we're never getting a review of the Star Wars Art or Titanic. Hey now. One day, I promise, I will review the Star Wars art sets. And the Titanic. One day. But that day will not be soon. I really just don't want to build the Star Wars arts. They're so annoying. I know, Pat. It is fire. It could have a gold C-3PO. Speaking of, I actually just got a gold C-3PO. Yesterday. Just showed up. It was, I got it for $500 out of the bag. And, I needed one out of the bag for my collection, and it was a really good price, so I had to buy it. So I did. So yeah, I got a new gold C-3PO for the collection as well. It's been a good couple days, but now I'm done spending money. So that's it. Other than I need a UCS. Oh, I do. I have it right here. What do you know? This is the other one I was talking about that I have for these are a couple reviews you'll see in at the very earliest May 26th, but more likely or May 25th. More likely these will be like June, as the show comes out. But yeah, Darth Vader's tie, Kenobi sets. I don't know what other Kenobi sets I'm gonna need. I'm gonna have to look into it. I gotta do some research. My world map experience. I didn't build it. I paid my brother $250 to build it. That was my experience. I knew it would be a bad experience. I do just need a sealed Chrome Vader. You still got any extras, Pat? I do need one. We'll get it. We can either do a trade or I'll just buy it from you at Brick Fair in cash. So you don't have to pay any fees or anything stupid. Yeah, Vader's tie is very nice, Scott. Time to get it now before it's too expensive. That's already kind of expensive. Mongo Baby, that is hilarious. I've not heard that one. Give in and buy Funko Pop. Okay, last thing before I go. I did buy one Funko Pop, okay? It's a Dark Knight Joker. I bought it at the mall in Georgia a couple weeks ago, and I saw it there, and it called to me, and I was like, Dark Knight Joker, I love you, and I bought it. So, end the stream with the gritty Mac Jones style. Do I know how do you do a gritty? Hold on, let me look up Mac Jones gritty. Mac Jones gritty. Let's see.
5.
What does this look like? How do you do this? Okay, I'll give it my best shot, and then I'm going to go turn the live stream off immediately so that nobody can make fun of me for it. This is a really... Why did you do this to me? Okay, all right. What is this? What's a little... I'm trying to... Okay, I think I can maybe somewhat replicate it in this small space. Something like that? I don't know. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good time.